Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Smackdown as we are here in Glendale, Arizona for a high-packed, highly anticipated episode of Smackdown as here comes Edge. It's the first time seeing Edge ever since his victory there over Christian, former best friend, now bitter rival. Edge has got to be feeling good, especially with a big win like that. It was a hellacious matchup between Edge and Christian. Christian even using the spear against Edge, but Edge would still be able to fight back the whole time in that matchup, and Edge would walk out victorious. And I'm being told tonight Edge will be addressing the WWE Universe about that big win. And wait a minute. That's Christian. That's Christian. Edge doesn't even realize it. Christian now, from behind. Christian now. Oh my goodness, the Unprettier to Edge. And it seems like we are getting off to a combustible start here on Smackdown. Two former best friends. Christian is not letting go of that loss. And of course, he's going to do the 5-second pose all over the carcass of Edge. Edge is down and out at the moment, trying to stir up to his feet. But no, not like this. Unprettier there to Edge. You got to be kidding me. This man, this sicko. Oh, tried going for the spear there, missing out. And now again, here comes Christian. And a big clothesline over the top. It looks like Christian gonna take his time and just showboat right here. Looking right over. No, this ain't good. This is not good. Can we get somebody to come out here and stop this man? Oh no. We're looking to get even more physical, more extreme here. Oh, goodness, a kendo shot. And again, this man is looking again. Look at the blood just flowing down Edge's face. He's getting beaten with an inch of his life with this kendo stick. Man, we have to get somebody out here. Where's Randy Orton when you need him right now? This is just horrific. Man, this is not what any of us want to be seeing here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Just runs right into his former best friend and now going back to work here. Uh-oh. Christian now going to toss him out to the outside. This is what you do to your former best friends, huh? Christian threw over the top rope. Down goes Christian over Edge. And Christian just eating this up, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like Christian has grabbed a mic. He has it in his jacket. And he's going to address the WWE Universe. Did you think this was really over, Edge? We are far from over. And now I'm officially challenging you to a match at the Elimination Chamber there in Perth, Australia. But this is no ordinary matchup. This will be an extreme rules match. Edge versus Christian. So what do you say, Adam? Do you accept? This is how desperate you have become, Christian. Jealousy, frustration, and I'm only going to embarrass you once again. I did it in our own country of Canada, and I will gladly do it in Perth, Australia. You should have been man enough to say it face to face instead of attacking me with kendo sticks and hitting me with the Unprettier. My face isn't pretty right now, but neither will yours be at the Elimination Chamber. I accept, Christian. Welcome back here to Glendale, Arizona, ladies and gentlemen, as we kick us off here on Smackdown after that very gruesome start, as here comes Smackdown's newest signing, Andrade. Andrade is back, ladies and gentlemen. After being gone for a little bit of time, he's officially back here in WWE. And at one time, he was one of those highly free agent superstars back in the day that was coming from NXT, came over to SmackDown, had some big time matches and whatnot, and a lot of people do believe that He is the future of the Lucha Libre brand. But that's saying something with a lot of superstars now. With, obviously you got Santos Escobar on Monday Night Raw with Rey Mysterio. NXT has Dragon Lee, so certainly a lot of stuff going on. But we saw it to end SmackDown last week. Andrade entering JBL's office. Had the contract all ready for this man, Andrade. And, of course, with that, JBL put him in the Intercontinental Championship qualifying matchup that we'll be seeing live at the Elimination Chamber. As of right now, we have your Intercontinental Champion, LA Knight, with Pete Dunne and Braun Strowman. And we'll be finding out the last two superstars, or the last three, I should say, over the coming weeks. We'll find out two tonight and one more throughout the last couple weeks. But this matchup is not going to be easy for Andrade. He's going to be facing off with another high flyer, that being the one and only Ricochet. And if Ricochet can pick up a win over Andrade, Ricochet will join his tag team partner Braun Strowman in that Elimination Chamber. So you can see plenty of potential there, as there is Ricochet and Braun Strowman. That was a really good matchup. I definitely thought between Strowman and Omos. A lot of back and forth. Strowman able to show you that it's that veteran prowess, what he brings to WWE, and he's a former Universal Champion. Not saying not being a former European Champion in Omos's case wouldn't have worked out, but I think Braun Strowman, he's been around the business a little bit longer. He's fought a lot of bigger name superstars compared to Omos, at least this early in his career. So I think Strowman had definitely the time put in compared to Omos, and Strowman would eventually, that running power slam, picking up that 7'3", 450-pound Omos, making it look easy. But this is a whole different ball game tonight. Omos will not be in this matchup, but this is Andrade and Ricochet to kick off SmackDown. Referee rings the bell. Here we go. Andrade and Ricochet here live on SmackDown. Going to be a high-flying match for sure. And talking about high-flying, here we go. Over the top rope down goes Andrade with that springboard clothesline, taking down Andrade inside that ring. And now Ricochet going to slow down the match briefly here and work on Andrade. For Andrade, we know he's been on the independent scene working his craft. Believed it was the right time to come back to WWE with all the changes, and especially with Triple H being the chairman of the board of WWE, the new man of WWE. So we'll see how this goes with Triple H being in charge of all WWE and Andrade being back. And it looks like Ricochet, he's focusing on that left knee as he should, just to slow down Andrade. Andrade certainly is going to be pumped up about this matchup, so certainly you got to be looking out for him. And I think if Ricochet works on those legs, Andrade obviously not going to be able to run around and go to his type of moveset abilities in this matchup. He's going to have to end up changing up what's brought him to the showcases of all, that being SmackDown, the land of opportunity. And plenty of opportunities in this Intercontinental Championship tournament, or the Intercontinental qualifiers, I should say, as that hook a leg only got a 1 count there from Andrade. The other Intercontinental qualifier matchup, ladies and gentlemen, for tonight, we'll be seeing Bobby Lashley of the Hurt Business taking on Karrion Kross. Those two guys have a pass, and it will come to a head tonight. 1-on-1, the ability to get into that qualifying, or the big Elimination Chamber matchup for the Intercontinental Championship. Those big haymakers and big slaps, punches, kicks. Andrade's showing it all off here. And Andrade now, ooh, right there, that left leg, trying to hyperextend that leg. If Andrade is able to accomplish that, Ricochet won't be able to do his moveset, that high-flying capability that has brought him to WWE. Both men back in the ring, avoiding a count-out. Andrade and Ricochet going back and forth here with the haymakers. As now Ricochet, oh, nice Northern Lights suplex. Oh, he's not done yet. He's going to turn it into a suplex, man. Absolutely vicious. And that is the one and only right there, ladies and gentlemen. Going to showcase what has brought him to WWE and looking for that breakout moment, and he might be able to get it tonight and get himself into that chamber matchup. Oh, look at this maneuver. Oh my goodness. Like I don't even know what you want to call it. Highly effective was the answer. Ricochet trying to get the hell out of here. Andrade, gets hit with a basement drop kick right to that left knee. Andrade's still fighting back. Both men going 50 for 50 right now. Haymakers galore. And now Ricochet has Andrade up. Big kick to the side of the skull. Takes down Andrade. And now Ricochet, this is halfway across the ring. Ricochet looking for the 630, but no. Andrade moving out of the way. He had that well scouted. And now this is where Andrade has to capitalize on this opportunity. This is a perfect opportunity for him to take it to Ricochet. But Ricochet now taking him to the ropes. What does he have in store here? This ain't going to end well for somebody. Oh, look at that. Look at the agility from Ricochet back and forth. That is what you got to love about Ricochet, man. So underrated in the terms of what he brings into the middle of that ring. Pinfall opportunity. 2. No, Andrade able to get that strong kick out. I believe the matchup could have been over there if he would have hit the 630 earlier and then hit that maneuver as well. But certainly Ricochet has to stay on Andrade. Cannot get frustrated. It's a big super kick there. Ricochet. High risk, high reward. Here we go. Look at that. Moonsault to Andrade. Pinfall. 2, 3. Ricochet knocks off the returning Andrade. And now Ricochet will join Pete Dunne and Braun Strowman in that matchup at the Elimination Chamber matchup. Such a shame for Andrade to come back and lose his first matchup, but hey, you're not going to be able to win everything, especially we saw that with Jey Uso recently. But add Ricochet to the list, as that is 5 superstars. Just one more. Great matchup we just witnessed, but now we go from the men's division to the women's division for some qualifying matches as Eve Torres, a WWE legend in her own right, looking to get herself into that Elimination Chamber matchup live there in Perth, Australia. As tonight it will be Eve Torres taking on Shotzi Blackheart one-on-one. Only one of them can make it to the Elimination Chamber, and will it be Eve Torres, or can Shotzi pick up one of her biggest wins in her career and knock off a WWE legend in Eve Torres? Eve Torres, since coming back here to WWE and Smackdown, saving Beth Phoenix from Rhea Ripley at times, but she would get beat down by Rhea Ripley. Then even in a 2-on-1 handicap matchup, Rhea Ripley would beat her and Beth Phoenix. So we'll see if Eve Torres can turn things around from her short stint so far here in SmackDown. As now Shotzi's for Eve Torres, you cannot look past Shotzi in this matchup. Shotzi as well is very underrated when it comes to it. Shotzi is in a tag team with Tegan Nox. Certainly I personally like them as a tag team. Tegan Nox has been a former women's champion here on SmackDown, former Miss Money in the Bank, knocking off Asuka a while back. But something about that tank, ladies and gentlemen, Shotzi Blackheart loves to bring. And for Shotzi, she might bring Eve Torres to the ball pit tonight. So you gotta be careful when you face off with Shotzi, because she gets the rhythm going, and she's able to get to the top rope and hit that flying senton. I mean, a lot of times it's usually game over. So right now, perfect opportunity for Shotzi to really see how she's grown over these couple years here in WWE, and especially in a ring with a woman as accomplished as Eve Torres here in WWE. Big time matchup. I'm really looking forward to it. It's two women that have been highly underrated, especially for Shotzi and Eve Torres. Like I mentioned, just getting back into WWE these last couple months, and certainly this may help her get a big win tonight in this matchup. As here we go, Eve Torres and Shotzi Blackheart. Referee has rung the bell. Here we go. Something has to give in this matchup. Who is it gonna be? And also talking about Shotzi Blackheart's tag team partner, we're going to see Tegan Nox. She's going to be in action against the current one half of the women's tag team champions, Shayna Baszler. As Shayna will be taking on Tegan Nox. For Shayna, she could have 2 big matches there at Elimination Chamber if she actually wins her title defense against the Unholy Union at NXT Deadline, which is actually tomorrow night at NXT Deadline. So we'll see how that fares. But like I said, Baszler could end up having 2 matches there at the Chamber if everything goes right for her tomorrow night. As Eve Torres just eating this up. Shotzi not taking too kindly to that. Shotzi now, big time clothesline, takes down Eve Torres. And now Shotzi, this is her moment, realizing she has to get aggressive here. Here comes Shotzi Blackheart through the middle rope, suicide dive, takes down Eve. And now Shotzi got to continue with the aggressiveness, bringing the fight here to Eve Torres. Back and forth we go. And now look at this. Uh-oh. No, what a face buster, taking down Eve Torres. Massive moment in this matchup. Shotzi has looked great so far, taking it to Eve Torres. Could be, like I mentioned, a breakout moment for Shotzi right now. Get a big win over a WWE legend, then get yourself into that Elimination Chamber, where certainly being locked in a Elimination Chamber that's so dangerous, Shotzi, that honestly might suit her. Because she can fly off the top of things. Maybe she could hit that ball pit maneuver from the top of the chamber. Could you imagine? You know, the sky is the limit in that Elimination Chamber. Referee is at a 7. Both women inside the ring. Eve Torres trying to get the crowd behind her here as 2 fan favorites going at it. Something has to give, though, in this matchup. Showing that agility. Ew, going for that jumping clothesline. Eve Torres, it looked like she kind of moved out the way, misses that hip attack of sorts or whatever she was trying to set up, and she eats a brutal forearm. Pinfall opportunity, but again, Eve Torres continuing to fight. And right now in this matchup, Shotzi cannot get frustrated. You know, a WWE legend like Eve Torres, she has gone all over the place throughout her career in the terms of what she's had to deal with. So, you know, Shotzi cannot get frustrated. She's going to have to hit some big time maneuvers if she wants to knock off Eve Torres tonight. We saw last week for the women's qualifiers, we saw Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch clinch spots into that matchup. We'll see who will join them here tonight. It's going to be either one of these women and then also Shayna Baszler or Tegan Nox. Imagine if Shotzi and Tegan Nox can get in that. They can work together in that and maybe get it down to where it's down to Shotzi and Tegan Nox. As, a little bit of a twerk fest here on Shotzi, then hit her with a moonsault. Eve Torres maybe looking to finish this matchup very closely here. Eve now, swinging neck breaker. Eve Torres, that could be enough for her to advance. 2, 3, yes it is. Shotzi put up a hell of a fight though, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot be disgruntled. You know, you could see the frustration, but you could see where that WWE legend was coming out of Eve Torres right there. Able to settle down, take the attacks from Shotzi, and change it back the last couple moments, and she was able to put away Shotzi. So now it's Rhea Ripley, Beth Phoenix, and Eve Torres. And we'll see who joins them later on tonight. Like I said, between Tegan Nox and Shayna Baszler. Hey Bobby, thank you for stopping just for a quick second. We haven't been able to really talk ever since Survivor Series, where I helped you guys, yourself, and the Street Profits win back what you wanted, that Hurt business moniker, the name, the likeness, everything that you've been looking to get back. You got it back. But I haven't been able to get in touch with you guys, phone calls, emails, anything, so I just wanted to talk to you about something. I wanted to ask you am I a part of the Hurt business? Because I feel like I could add a lot of this. I'm a former United States champion. I'm a former tag team champion. I'm a former WWE champion. Former Mr. Money in the Bank. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff I can bring to this group, Bobby. So what do you say? I can help you guys get to whatever land and goals you want to get to. My apologies, Apollo. I know you helped me out You were backstage there. I told you that we'd be able to get you in to that matchup, at least get you at the Survivor Series. I know you're well accomplished, and I know what you bring to the table. And yes, you are going to be a part of this Hurt Business. There's a big vision I see. It's been chaotic since the end of Survivor Series, through the Royal Rumble, and even right now, Apollo. But yes, Apollo, we're going to have you in this Hurt Business. But tonight, I'm going to have the Street Profits accompany me down to the ring, because I know Karrion Kross has his new group, the Final Testament, and everything like that. So I have to be focused on that. But I'm going to keep you in our locker room. It's going to be down the hallway to the left. And I'm going to keep you in that locker room so you can watch what we're going to be capable of. I appreciate the honesty, Bobby. Really do. So I'll go in your guys' locker room, watch the matchup, and I can't wait to see what we can really accomplish in this new Hurt Business. Cannot wait. Now, I'll let you go so you can get ready for your matchup, and I'll keep my eyes on your matchup. Now, good luck out there. Beat Karrion Kross's ass. Well, we do finally get our answer, ladies and gentlemen. Apollo Crews is a part of this new Hurt Business group that we see with Bobby Lashley, the Street Profits, and it is official. Apollo Crews is a part of that group. We saw leading into Survivor Series, Apollo Crews and Bobby Lashley. Come to find out, it was Bobby Lashley and Apollo Crews that, Apollo Crews was that fourth member. Then we saw at Survivor Series the Old Hurt Business against Bobby Lashley and Company, and Bobby Lashley's group won. The winner of that matchup would get the whole Hurt Business moniker, logos, everything that comes with it. So, officially, it's one of those things, ladies and gentlemen, that Bobby Lashley, Street Profits, trying to figure out something here on SmackDown. They've been very close, especially Bobby Lashley, to that Undisputed Championship. Wasn't an Undisputed Championship matchup before. Obviously, it didn't go in the favor, as Karrion Kross would win that Undisputed Championship at that time. But now, we will be seeing the Women's Tag Team Champions making their way down to the ring, as Shayna Baszler makes her way down to the ring. It will be Shayna versus Tegan Nox, and the winner will join Eve Torres, Rhea Ripley, and Becky Lynch, a part of that Elimination Chamber matchup. Gonna be a big-time matchup next week. Ronda Rousey will get her opportunity, as she will be taking on Raquel Rodriguez. Big time matchup for Raquel and Ronda, both former women's champions here in WWE. Ronda being a former Raw Women's Champion there on Monday Night Raw. Raquel is a former SmackDown Women's Champion, so two former champions go at it. Obviously, Ronda is a current Women's Tag Team Champion, so we'll see how that goes next week on SmackDown. Alright, matchup is official. Who's going to Elimination Chamber, ladies and gentlemen? Tegan Nox. Oh, big face buster takes down Shayna. For Tegan Nox being a former Miss Money in the Bank, former women's champion, knocking off Asuka at that time at the pay-per-view. Massive win for Tegan Nox, and obviously has it continued that the best way for her after losing that championship. But for Tegan Nox, it's all about opportunity, and very well might be able to get that opportunity once she beats Shayna tonight, if that were to happen inside of that Elimination Chamber. But it will not be easy. These women that will be in that Elimination Chamber matchup are fighting for an opportunity to go on to WrestleMania and take on the women's champion, Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill has been ever dominant here in WWE ever since joining. She is undefeated, and I don't see anyone being able to knock her off, as Tegan Nox with a hell of a right hook taking down Shayna Baszler. Baszler hitting that apron very hard, and she's barely moving here at ringside. Referee has started his count, and if I'm him, I gotta maybe look at Shayna, but as soon as I say that, Shayna with a reversal, but you just don't know how bad that fall was from the top of that turnbuckle down to that apron. Definitely gonna be a hard thud, but maybe that woke up Shayna Baszler. Maybe he'll get something to send a message to Tegan Nox. You just never know. Look at this blow for blow, and Shayna Baszler for tonight, she has to be very careful, because she does not want to have any injuries heading into that NXT Deadline Women's Undisputed Tag Team Championship matchup. As now, here comes Shayna Baszler with that gut wrench suplex, man. Ever so dangerous, and Shayna just feeling herself up right here. The ever confident Shayna Baszler as a big stomp there to Tegan, from Tegan to Shayna. Now, another big time matchup here, big time pinfall, and a strong kick out, and Tegan looking right at Ronda, saying she can't not believe it. Tegan now, gonna go for the fall away slam. Oh, into the pinfall. Might be able to get her a win here. 2, 3. Yes, Tegan knocks off the women's tag team champion, Shayna Baszler, tonight. And that means Tegan Knox is going to the chamber. So now it is Tegan Knox, Eve Torres, Rhea Ripley, and Becky Lynch so far have qualified for that big matchup at the Elimination Chamber. Tegan Knox is a former women's champion, and she's able to win the chamber. She can go on to face Jade Cargill, possibly. Just going to have to make it in just a couple weeks' time, though, as a big win for Tegan Knox. Now, Dom, I need you to do what we just talked about. Take down AJ Styles a peg. He's on cloud 9 since winning the Royal Rumble, getting face-to-face onto my RV with me last week. I need to bring him down to earth, beat him. If not, I'm going to have to take it into my own hands on how I deal with AJ Styles. As now we have another qualifying matchup between two superstars that have no love lost. They have no respect. Everything's been thrown out the window, and it all comes to a head in this matchup. It will be the final Testament's Karrion Kross versus Bobby Lashley of the Hurt Business. And of course, Karrion Kross has to bring out Akam and Razar. This is going to be brutal, ladies and gentlemen, and I can only imagine that if the referee doesn't call this straight down the middle and doesn't, allow one team to get the upper hand in this one-on-one matchup, then certainly this matchup is going to get very combustible. It's going to be all over the place, and it may take away from the in-ring action between Karrion Kross and Bobby Lashley. Winner will be going to the Elimination Chamber, a part of that Intercontinental Championship matchup. And so far, you got LA Knight, Pete Dunne, Braun Strowman, and Ricochet. Total of 4 superstars in this matchup. We'll be seeing one more coming up very soon, a part of that matchup. Can't wait to see. Or as I meant, this is the last one before we get to the other matches in the coming weeks for both women's and men's divisions. But man, you could just feel it. The air, it's just gotten more, not just toxic, I guess, but you can feel the uncertainty of this group right now with what to expect. But now, here comes the Hurt Business's own Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley said he's going to be having the Street Profits coming down to the ring with him. He has made it apparently very official. From what we heard backstage there, Apollo Crews had to track him down and said, hey, you guys haven't gotten back to calls and texts and stuff, and I really wanted to see what the heck's going on. And, well, we heard from Bobby, said, hey, it's been busy ever since Survivor Series time, then all the way through the Royal Rumble, and right now all the way to Elimination Chamber. It's been hectic, and he said he's sorry that he wasn't able to get to it, but Lashley said, hey, we'll take you. We'll gladly take you. You helped us out. You helped us win that matchup at Survivor Series. And even Apollo Crews listed off some major accomplishments, saying, hey, former Mr. Money in the Bank, former United States champion, former tag team champion, former WWE champion. So certainly, Bobby Lashley would love to have that in his group. And Lashley would love to get himself an opportunity against that Intercontinental Championship, at least get an Intercontinental Championship reign under his belt. And he may very well get it if he's able to win against Karrion Kross tonight. As here we go, Karrion Kross, Bobby Lashley, no love lost. Referee rings the bell. Here we go. And now rebound into that big shoulder bump takedown there of Kross. And like we mentioned before, these two superstars were in a triple threat Undisputed Championship matchup months ago when it was Cody Rhodes. In that matchup, Cross would win by defeating Bobby Lashley in that matchup. Then a month later, Cody Rhodes would get his championship back against Karrion Kross. And then for Kross, obviously we saw, or not for Kross, well, Kross has been dealing with The Undertaker, and he defeated The Undertaker at the Royal Rumble, but did lose previously to The Undertaker at Survivor Series. Kross was trying to do everything, and we do mean anything, to get himself on the card and make a statement. And he certainly has done that. He has the Authors of Pain with him now known as the Final Testament, and we'll see how dark and eerie these guys can get on this roster, as both men running into each other like two trucks running into each other. And Kross again being thrown around like a ragdoll. And man, this is that strength and power of the Almighty there, ladies and gentlemen. Not afraid to step up to the plate is Bobby Lashley here. Certainly both teams are not fan favorites right now. Lashley looking to accomplish what he wants by any means possible. Same for Karrion Kross. But something has to give between these two guys tonight as a gut-wrench suplex there. And Lashley just trying to take his time right now. Certainly just trying to take his breath right now. A spear to the outside. Down goes Lashley. And uh-oh, is that Razar? Yep, that's Razar. Right there having his bosses back there. Yes, now, wait a minute, Karrion Kross. Oh, no. No. Powerbomb on the apron, then it's going to swing him into the apron. Damn, that is not going to be feeling good. I can tell you that right here, right now. And now, nice snap suplex from Karrion Kross. Back and forth we go. Like we said, a lot of these superstars these next couple weeks will be fighting and jockeying for a position to get into Elimination Chamber matches. Some matches will already have the championship on the line. Some matches won't have the championship on the line. It will be more of a number one contenders matchup, like we saw for the women's division. As some snake eyes there to Karrion Kross. And look at Bobby Lashley with this big boot in the corner there, hurting that throat for sure. Lashley now going to go for the pinfall, hoping that Kross can't kick out. But Kross continuing to fight back, able to kick out momentarily. Now Lashley rebounding him into another shoulder tackle, or shoulder bump. Lashley just so physical, so brutal. That's why he's been so good over these years, ladies and gentlemen. As look at this, swinging neck breaker, down goes Kross. Lashley continuing to keep up the momentum here. Kross needs to be careful. He's given Lashley too much leeway in this matchup right now. Lashley going for that kick, didn't work out. Kross now going to look to capitalize. Hey, look at Kross. He's trying to get face-to-face with him. Doesn't work out. Flatliner there to Karrion Kross. I think Bobby Lashley learned that from Shelton Benjamin when they were together, a part of the Hurt Business. And there we go. There's Razar trying to help out Karrion Kross at any means possible. And now the cross jacket. Oh, but the rope break saves Bobby Lashley. That's convenient. And now going to unleash Karrion Kross here. This is not going to go well for Lashley here. Look at these massive strikes there to Lashley. Lashley now going to get hit with a pinfall, but again the rope break saves Lashley. Pinfalls and submissions. So Kross is going to have to get it to work in his favor. Wait a minute. Kross looking to put him on his shoulders. Able to. F10 to the almighty Bobby Lashley. But now Kross is not done yet. Going to go for the Doomsday Saito suplex, but Lashley saw it coming. Both of these men are going to know each other so well, ladies and gentlemen. So don't be surprised when you see a lot of back and forth as Lashley over the top rope. What a maneuver from Bobby Lashley. And now Montez Ford has Lashley's back here. Great qualifying match we have here between two massive superstars, two main event superstars here on Smackdown. Look at Kross telling Lashley he's going to snap him in half. Lashley hit that flatliner earlier in the matchup, but we have not seen that spear just yet, or maybe even the you could say that a dominator that we've come to see Lashley use as well. So we'll see how that's going to come to go. And look at the eye rake there from Lashley. Like we said, from both men there, any means possible in these matches. Especially, they want to go to Australia, Perth, Australia, for the Elimination Chamber, for that Intercontinental Championship. Two beasts going at a spear from the Almighty. Spearing, carrying Cross in half. Pinfall opportunity. Cross grabs the bottom rope, but Lashley gets the 3 count. Referee didn't see it. Referee's been doing great lately in the terms of coming to that, but right there, bam, the F10. Let's watch it right here. Lashley spears Karrion Kross. Let's go ahead and watch it right now. Karrion Kross gets hit with a 1. Kross has his hand on there, and yep, it was after the 3 count. Everything he had was right. Kross should be still having this matchup going on, but Bobby Lashley survives it. And right now, it looks like nobody's changing the outcome, so Bobby Lashley will be keeping himself in that matchup for the Intercontinental Championship. You're going to have yourselves one pissed off Karrion Kross. Ever since the Royal Rumble, it's been hard to come to words on how I feel. Yes, I feel like I've let you guys down, but once again, it's been about Finn Balor and the Judgment Day taking any shortcut they can to become champion, and you guys saw it. Damian Priest once again helping out Finn Balor for Finn Balor to walk out the new undisputed champion. Last week on Smackdown, I saw where JBL and Finn Balor worked out a deal to where Finn Balor is going to have to defend his championship against 5 other superstars, including myself, and those 5 where Finn Balor and Judgment Day have ruined and messed up plenty of superstars over this past year, and we're looking to get that payback, and we will in that Elimination Chamber matchup for sure. I give all the respect in the world to everyone in that matchup except for Finn Balor, to John Cena, Stone Cold, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. These guys have worked their asses their whole career. They're legends and are going to continue to run this industry, especially Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. They have unlimited potential, but there only can be one winner and one undisputed champion, and you are looking at him, as I will have my 3rd reign as the undisputed champion. But if I don't get back that undisputed championship, I don't know what's next for Cody Rhodes, and hopefully we won't even have to think about that. My eyes and ears and everything, my whole body is focused on getting rid of the Judgment Day, and one quick way to do it is at the Elimination Chamber by taking away that undisputed championship away from Finn Balor and take away his guaranteed main event at WrestleMania against AJ Styles. It is main event time here live on Friday Night Smackdown here in Glendale, Arizona. Dominik Mysterio goes one-on-one with the phenomenal AJ Styles. As we know, ladies and gentlemen, coming up at WrestleMania, it will be AJ Styles and Finn Balor for the Undisputed Championship. But the question remains, will Finn Balor be able to walk out of the Elimination Chamber still the undisputed champion? All we know is for sure, as of right now, Finn Balor, AJ Styles, 2 superstars that know each other quite well, but it has not been the same since these 2 last fought. It's a whole different Finn Balor, and definitely a different version of AJ Styles as well. Something's got to give at Mania, but we have that one last pit stop, and that is the Elimination Chamber. It is officially 3 weeks away. A lot of stuff emerging, a lot of stuff going on, and cannot wait to see. As now here comes the Royal Rumble winner, your 2023 Royal Rumble winner, AJ Styles. AJ Styles coming from Monday Night Raw to choose Finn Balor here on SmackDown. He has brought his whole crew, the OC and Mia Yim. And for Styles, this man, he's been having a heck of a last couple months. I'd say the last 3-4 months at least, if not longer, has been AJ Styles getting in a groove. He's been getting better, and you cannot doubt how damn good he is in the center of that ring. And obviously, you couldn't have said that his whole career, obviously, but it seems like he's gotten better. He's been able to figure out his opponents a lot better, and everything has worked out in his favor. And even, yes, he did lose to Gunther in that World Heavyweight Championship at the Rumble, but he was able to outlast 29 other men in the Royal Rumble matchup to get this. So Styles, he's a fighter until the end. He wasn't 100% walking into that Rumble matchup, but hey, Styles was able to outlast him. Came down to Styles being able to, like I mentioned, outlast 29 other superstars. As here we go. Dominik and AJ Styles here. Your main event is official of the evening. Here we go. And Styles coming right after Dominik. And we heard a little bit ago Finn Balor talking to Dominik saying, hey, you're going to do what we talked about to accomplish in bringing down AJ Styles from Cloud 9, bringing him back to Earth. If not, Finn Balor said that he's going to have to deal with it his own way. And I could only imagine what exactly that means as Dominik Mysterio with that springboard crossbody takes down AJ. 2! Ooh, Dominik very close to getting a massive win here. And here comes Dominik working on AJ here. Style a little bit faster in this exchange. AJ Styles, we've seen him accomplish so much, ladies and gentlemen, throughout his career. Former WWE champion, former Universal champion, former United States champion as well. You know, this man has accomplished anything that he's been able to set his goals to, and being one of the best to ever do it here in this series history. As again, look at Styles, that knee to the quad area of Dominik. Great strategy, because that will honestly help out AJ in setting up that calf killer if he decides to go for the calf killer later on in this matchup. And it also makes Dominik Mysterio going to have to work for his ground game as well, as Styles springboard clothesline. Massive maneuver. And Styles just eating this up right now. Mysterio getting up to his feet here. Big time forearm. Here comes Styles again. Styles out punking Dominik Mysterio right here. Pinfall opportunity. Can Dominik be able to kick out right here? And he does, very last second. Styles thought he had him. For Styles, he can't get frustrated. Dominik, you know, he's beaten a lot of superstars like Dominik. And here we go. Calf killer. Calf killer. But the rope break has been applied. Might give Dominik some time to at least try to stay in this matchup if he can. Big haymaker from Big Dom Mysterio. And a gut-wrench slam. That's where Dominik Mysterio needs to get aggressive right now. AJ Styles has been able to figure him out. Dominik now. Uh-oh. Here we go. A little bit of a big takedown there. That arm drag takedown there of AJ. And for Dominik, a win over Styles will definitely get him his biggest win of his whole entire career, as Styles kicks out at 1.5. That's, oh, wait a minute. Dominik Mysterio. Uh-oh. We've seen this before. Here we go. 6-1-9 to AJ Styles. And now Dominik, can he put away AJ Styles here? Frog splash. No. Styles moved out the way. And now AJ gonna look to capitalize. Styles looking for the Styles clash. Styles clash. Styles turns him over. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. AJ Styles with a massive win tonight over Dominik Mysterio in the main event. There's that calf killer. You setting up those legs early on in the matchup. Here we go. That 619 connects to Styles, but Dominik wasn't done there. He would go for the 5-star frog splash to finish off this matchup. Didn't work out. Styles right there hits him with a Styles clash, and just like that, AJ Styles has defeated Dominik Mysterio of the Judgment Day. Massive, massive win for AJ Styles, ladies and gentlemen. What are the Judgment Day going to have to do to put Styles in his place? Going to have to do a lot of thinking, and Finn Balor, he said he's going to have to do his own thing when it comes to Styles, and we'll have to wait and see. But thank you guys so much for tuning in to this edition of Smackdown.